I'm adopted. Whenever my parents adopted me, my mom started like logging my habits. I don't know, it makes it seem like she's some weird person that is like, Jasmine is doing this now, she is doing this now, she took a breath now. But it was just sort of like funny things that I did as a child. In 2005, I got baptized, and it reads, "A very special day. The day you were baptized. Pastor Tim came for supper on Friday. You were so excited you couldn't eat. We made our cheese and pepperoni hors d'oeuvres, but all you could eat for supper was pickles." Still true. After the card tricks and tour of your new bedroom. So, I was a very messy child. I still am a very messy child. Whenever people would come over to the house, I'd be like, "Do you want to see my room?" Because my mom would be like, "Hey, you need to clean your room." So whenever someone came over and my room was clean, I would like make them look at my room. When the pastor got to our house, we were talking about baptism, and he said, so he asked me 2 questions. Do you know God loves you, and do you love Jesus? And I told him yes to both, and then he explained that he would ask those 2 questions on Sunday in front of the congregation. So he wondered what I would say, but I wouldn't tell him what I was gonna say, and I said it was a surprise. Always living on the edge. So after my baptism, it was a really nice day, so we went and got a cake, and I took initiative, and I was like, I want to cut the cake. And Mom wrote, "We had a cake which you tried to cut and serve, but it turned into a crumbly mess." It reminds me of when Maya tried to cut the pizza, and I was like, "No! I've seen this happen before."
I'm gonna cut the pizza.
Yeah, because I don't know. I want to cut the pizza.
I want to cut the
Maya now.
I'm cutting the pizza. I want to cut the pizza.
So there's this woman who was walking by while I'm filming this YouTube video, because I'm out in the open, I'm out in nature, and I think she thinks that I'm weird. So she's like, she got in her car, and she's been sitting in her car for like a couple minutes, and I think she's just watching me talk to myself. She doesn't understand that I'm making it for my audience. My audience of 37 people, which is still like a high school classroom full. So I am. Okay, February 2005, my mom writes, "You got the flu and missed snow tubing and your first grade Valentine's Day party." That's so sad. Okay, so this isn't funny, but it said, "You missed 10 days of school and you were very weak, but you did get better and learned even though you get sick lots of times, the doctor can help you get better." So here's the thing. I suffered from some hallucinations while I had the flu. And one of the hallucinations was interesting. There is a bee buzzing, and I wish that it would like shut up. So I was laying on the couch, like passed out, and I remember like my parents looking down at me because I was like flailing my arms around because I had a vision, or like a hallucination, that Chef Boyardee was like pouring hot soup all over me, and I was like screaming and flailing my arms around like half unconscious. Like it was so weird. Like if any of you have ever it was very strange, but I just remember my mom looking down at me being like, April 2005, some family members of mine got married, and I was the bubble girl. So I've always wanted to be a flower girl. I've always wanted to be a flower girl, but no one ever invited me to be a flower girl, so I was like, can I be part of the wedding? And then very graciously, my family members were like, okay. And they created the title of Bubble Girl. Instead of throwing rice at weddings, I would just blow bubbles. So yeah, because back in the day, whenever they threw rice, sometimes the rice would end up in people's ears and cause deafness. So my mom wrote this diary entry. "When we got home, you started this long litany of things we needed to buy you. It started with cucumbers because you wanted some and I didn't think I had any. Doritos. You went on and on. You have to buy me milk. You have to buy me a dress. You have to buy me lipstick. This went on for over 15 minutes. You have to buy me a new finger so I can pick my nose. You have to buy me lips so I can talk. And then I just started humming for some reason. Just to let you know, I was not a brat. I did not ask. It sounds like I'm such a brat, but I wasn't. I was being silly. I was being facetious. But I think what we need to really take away from this is this hair looks very stringy. Do you see that? Ew, look how nasty that is. Yesterday was really, really windy, so we pretended to be birds. We had towels and ran down the sidewalk with the towel flapping in the wind. That gives a whole new meaning to, if you're a bird, I'm a bird. Another log in the young life that was Jasmine's. There were rough times this week. Aaliyah, my niece, was here on Wednesday when you got home. You did not like it when she sat in your chair. It is hard to learn how to share. I don't understand. Why was I so shady about someone else sitting in my chair? There were like other chairs. My mom was a saint. These memories go on for like an entire, look how thick this is. An entire thing.